Hello. Hey guys, what's poppin'? Today, we're gonna talk about why today's school system is just completely fucked. And the reason that you hear me chewing on something is because I'm eating a brownie. Two like mini brownies. And they're like filled with this cream stuff. It's pretty legit, man. These things taste so good. And, you know, I just wanted to say, you know, my reasons for why school today sucks. So, first, before I start off the video, I just wanted to say, if this video can reach 5 likes, and if I can reach like 5 subscribers, maybe we can hit a few views. My last video I think got like 5 views in that one day that it was up on YouTube. And guys, guess what? I'm on this search bar. When you search me up, it'll work. Now before, and the reason I'm saying this is because before, if you searched up Froggo loves bleach, nothing would pop up. And if you're wondering, bro, what the hell are you eating now? Well, I'm eating some popcorn, like some of that like healthy popcorn stuff, which is pretty good to be honest. But oh yeah, and as you can see in this video, I think the game that I settled with that I'm gonna be playing, because I'm doing the voiceover before the gameplay because I mean I just felt like it, but it's Pokemon Silver, I think, but I'm playing it on my computer on this website that I don't even know if it's illegal, so I don't know if I should say the website, or I don't know, maybe I just made it worse by saying that. But yeah, it's pretty lit. This video is gonna be longer than the last one, I hope. And yeah, let's get into it. So, my reason number 1 is basically that they don't respect the fact that people have different learning styles. Like, you could be a visual learner, and they would be teaching you tactile learning, like strategies and stuff. Or you could be a tactile learner, they'd be teaching you whatever the other one's called, where you see it. Like, oh no, that's visual, but like, you write it down or something. So that's kind of one of the reasons, is because like they don't respect the way you learn. Like if you say, oh, this is really hard for me, this isn't the way I learn, they'll say, oh, get tutoring, you'll get better at it. They're trying to force you to be like the perfect child, what they want you to be. Yeah, you agree? I hope you do. Alright, so before I get to my next reason, I just wanted to say I was watching a lot of videos before this because for some reason at school today I was like, oh my god, my expo class is teaching me basically that the normal ways of school suck. So I was just thinking about making this video. I thought about what I would say. I didn't really script it. Like, this isn't necessarily improv, but I didn't script it either because I'm gonna do another video. It's gonna be special. I can't really tell you what it's gonna be like yet, but basically I was thinking about it and I looked through a lot of these videos, and it was like they just said that it's bland learning. They just try to shove it into your head and make you memorize it. They don't actually make you learn it. But my response to that is that if you really study the way that teachers are teaching people nowadays, because I feel like they're stuck in the past. They haven't been to school in what, 5-10 years? So like what I'm trying to say is they have different ways of teaching nowadays. They've been trying to fix the problem that everyone hates. And the thing about learning styles is that's I'm just gonna guess what Expo is for. It's not really accelerated learning for people who are gifted, but also like people who don't learn the same way that the other people do in the classes, right? And so I was thinking about that, and I realized that the main point most people are saying in their videos isn't really that true, because it's changed. If you're in school right now, you'll know, like, you'll be watching that video thinking, oh, that's so true, but really think about it. Go into class and think about that video. It's really not that true, because they tell you to study any way you want to, and nowadays with internet, there's some good ways to learn, but I think they were right about one thing. In school, they are just trying to shove it into your head. Out of school, though, you can do really whatever you want. And memorizing it is a good thing, but I know you're just gonna forget it, like right after a month or so, or by the next year, you're not gonna have all that information. That's why they review, because I think the school hasn't really found another way to make you learn, and I feel like they just don't trust kids enough. Like, if they told you, alright, go to YouTube and look up this, blah blah blah, they tell you to do that as homework, or they do that in class nowadays, but they don't really tell you, go on YouTube and look for a video that you want to watch that's about this. The only school that has done that I've been to was a school that I went to for 4th and 5th grade, and they let you look up on YouTube videos about a certain subject, and basically they have like what's blocked and what's not blocked on the school system. So I think that's kind of secure, but it's still, I kind of agree that it's not the best way that they can teach the kids nowadays, but I mean, you can kind of see that they're kind of trying just a little bit. And I mean, really, sometimes you can't trust kids. They're just being really cautious and not really taking the big step, the big leap, the big risk. Because in some of the videos I watched, like one of them in particular, I was really surprised because it had like 14 million views. But it also, at the end, it included how you can fix the school system. And most of it was just basically countering the things that it said, which, I mean, that's good, and it kind of made sense, but if you really think about it, he's doing the same thing schools are doing. Like, that's just, never mind, that didn't really fit with what I was trying to say, but, yeah, the biggest thing is that they shove you in a classroom and basically tell you, hey, this is what you're going to be doing, and then they give you a sheet, and you do it. That's kind of a thing that I liked a little bit about that other school. And I think another problem with this is that parents aren't looking for the right school. They just say, hey, this school's in the zone, somebody I know has a kid that goes to this school, blah, blah, blah. But you really need to think about what's the best choice for your kid. If you, do those, there's websites nowadays, like that one called ABC Mouse. You've probably seen, like, a billion commercials about it. It's kind of going to tell you what type of learner your kid is. If you just look through those websites before they start school, obviously go to pre-K, because, I don't know, it just, gives them extra social skills, I guess. And it can actually teach them some things. But, oh my god, I completely just had a brain fart. I don't even know what I was talking about. It was something along the lines of schools looking for. So yeah, observe how your kid figures out things. Like, tell them, hey, try and figure out how these two shapes can fit together. See how they do it. If they look really deeply into the shapes, they're probably visual. If they try everything, see what works, and then retrace their steps, they're probably tactile. If they just look at the shapes and automatically know to stick it in there, they're probably the other type, which I completely forgot what it was called. But yeah, so the thing that I kind of figured out that you could prevent was in most of the videos, and it was just that, basically. So yeah, and Another problem, and here's another problem with the schools, is that, like I was saying, they shove you in a room, tell you to do this, and then expect that you'll memorize it. But basically, what they tell you to do is they tell you to go home, shove this into your brain as many times as you can, come back with all of your like things, and that's homework. But if they give you more of a wide variety of homework, like go look for a way to study this, or like my I forgot what the subject was called, so I just call it math skills. My math skills teacher, or social studies teacher, or whatever, he was talking about, like, because whenever he told us to study for the test that's coming up like the next week, he said that we could go onto these websites that are provided by the school, so he knows it's safe. And our math teacher was doing that too, or my math teacher. But yeah, so I mean, there's ways to prevent all of these problems that are pretty easy, and some teachers do them. I don't know what the reading teacher is like, but I don't know. So, yeah, the school system is messed up, really, but there's so many ways to fix it. Like, all of the things that they said, the teachers have the ability, or at least where I live, the teachers have the ability to change that about the way that they teach in their classroom, right? So, yeah, that's about it for this video, and this is the point where I beg for subscribers and likes. I already begged for likes, but I'll beg for subscribers now. Hey, subscribe, like the video, you know, give your boy Froggo some support, you know. Yeah, let's do this. I know I'm gonna get shouted out on a channel that has 15 subscribers later today. I don't want to tell you what that's about because that's part of my next video. Probably just spoiled it. Okay, bye!